show business.
Yeah, 17 years I've been doing this thing, and 17 in, Hebrew numerology is the number of completion, and that's how I figure it.
On this day of completion, the producers presented Roseanne with a plaque to be placed next to the sign that honors Mary Tyler Moore. Next up for Roseanne, her first stint on Broadway, appearing as the Wicked Witch in a stage version of The Wizard of Oz.
That's only 4 weeks, thank God, and then I'm going on a worldwide vacation for about 1 year.
Roseanne's husband, Ben Thomas, is not so sure about that year-long vacation.
I hope she doesn't get cabin fever. I think she will.
But after her last episode airs in May, the only place on TV we'll be seeing Roseanne for now will be in reruns.
Oh, all right. Okay. See ya.
Final episode of Roseanne will air during the second half of May. Almost every member of the show's cast, past and present, comes by to pay a visit. For a kid, making the varsity team is everything. So when 2 Pennsylvania boys were cut from the team, they took the coach to court. Stacy Sweet reports.
Venango County, a rural Pennsylvania community where kids live the dream of baseball, mom, and apple pie. Where one high school senior, Paul Sloan, dreams he'll someday share the outfield with Ken Griffey Jr. But for the present, he satisfied himself with the reality of high school baseball.
I've played some varsity baseball since I've been in 9th grade.
That is, until Coach Kevin Garmong cut Paul and his friend Dan Gagino from the team.
I just felt like my heart just stopped coming around.
I had a feeling that my name wasn't going to be on there.
Paul was the starting center fielder at Cranberry High School last year, and both kids are lettermen. So why are they the only 2 seniors off the team? They say it's because of a drill coach called the firing squad.
Paul got involved in some horseplay with another student, and the coach saw it, and the coach all of a sudden yelled, "Firing squad."
The coach commanded Paul to face the bleachers in front of his teammates and told them to throw tennis balls at him.
Approximately 6 people threw balls at him, all missing him. Then the coach got angry, and he himself picked up the ball and threw it and hit him in the head.
Later, after the coach caught Dan roughhousing, Dan refused to stand in front of the firing squad. The next day, Paul's mother complained to the principal, and the coach was reprimanded and apologized. But just 2 weeks later, he cut both Dan and Paul because of performance and attitude.
Seeing the everyday hurt in his eyes, just watching him. It was really hard.
Neither the coach nor the attorney for the school board responded to our calls. And since the board backed the coach's decision, both kids brought this case to a higher court. Bill Birdwell, Paul Sloan's lawyer, says they only want Paul back on the team.
I think it's a matter of principle, and of course principle, in my opinion, is what America's all about.
Baseball has been my life ever since I've been 10 years old. It's everything to me. It means everything to me.
It's just hard to go to bed every night, wake up every morning, go through the day, go back to bed without having to play baseball.
I hope he gets reinstated.
On Friday, both families gathered at the Venango County Courthouse to hear the judge's decision. He ruled against the boys, saying restoring Dan and Paul would undermine the coach for this season. Now Dan and Paul enter the final inning of their high school careers, a time for their friends to suit up, a time for them to sit out.
It's something I've lived for basically all my life, and it's been taken away.
Both boys had hoped to play baseball in college, but this action may jeopardize their chances for a scholarship or even a place on a team. They will be playing in an American Legion league this summer.
Still ahead on Inside Edition. Take piercing green eyes, add some makeup and designer clothes, and what you get is one of the world's hottest supermodels, Amber Valletta.
Production assistance for Inside Edition is provided by Cortisone 10, powerful itch relief for the power to heal.
Inside Edition will be right back.
School's okay, but I get really nervous when I raise my hand in class.
Yes, Kevin, any question?
Sometimes I wish I could just disappear.
So far, over 450,000 people have gotten help from Homework Hotline, developed in part by Entergy Corporation.
Data teacher showed me that the only way to find answers is to ask questions.
As our kids get better, our state gets stronger.
What if there were a magic potion that made you feel a little more alive and a little more relaxed, that helped you take on the world or leave it all behind? And what if it came in a convenient little package? Lipton Iced Tea Blue. With each leaf specially selected for iced tea, it may be the only drink that can pick you up, yet somehow calm you down. Feel the magic of Lipton. It's everything tea should be.
Seriously injured? However you were hurt, there are many reasons to call me. I'm Paul Hickey, the injury lawyer. 1-800-491-1654. I know accident law, backward and forward, how much your injuries are worth, how to fight insurance companies and when to fight, how to settle, how to sue, how to get you whatever money damages you deserve. I'll talk to you free. Just call me, Paul Hickey, 1-800-491-1654.
1892, toothpaste is invented. 1955, fluoride. 1985, tartar control. Now, tartar control toothpaste from Listerine that keeps fighting germs for a long-lasting clean. Introducing Cool Mint Listerine Tartar Control toothpaste. Its germ-killing formula keeps fighting germs even after you stop brushing, so that clean feeling lasts. Finally, new Cool Mint Listerine Tartar Control toothpaste. Strong on germs, long on clean.
What's the best way to get off to a good start when you're pregnant? The Happy Birthday Baby Book. Coupon. The Happy Birthday Baby Book. Baby information. The Happy Birthday Baby Book. Nutrition information. 1-800-235-0002.
If you're pregnant, call today for your free Happy Birthday Baby Book.
He's cute.
Sometimes, and I talk for a living, you see a photo of a famous model and you think, man, that's not such a great shot. Well, according to professional photographers, there is one model who does not take a bad photo. As Tony Cox tells us, Amber Valletta has the perfect face.
She has a way of looking at you. And she isn't even trying hard.
My mind switches and the energy comes up.
Her name is Amber Valletta. She's God's way of telling the rest of us to just stay behind the camera.
I knew I wasn't going to live an ordinary life.
And she's not. At the ripe old age of 24, this superstar mannequin is living a life that is anything but normal. The official face of Elizabeth Arden, and now a contributing reporter on MTV's House of Style.
But first, we're going to get you a glimpse of what we're all about.
For a kid out of Tulsa, Oklahoma, born with a face that photographers swear doesn't have a bad side, it just doesn't get much better than this.
I don't really try to make it a big deal because it isn't a big deal. It's just what I do.
Whatever does, she does better than most. Wrap her in designer clothes, throw on some makeup, do whatever you want with her hair. The heck with it, it just doesn't matter. She's a palette that doesn't need an artist's brush. Of course, there's fame, and there's mega fame. So with her star still on the rise, Amber says she's doing all she can to hold on to at least a part of her life that she can call her own.
I don't do things to have people following me down the street or have paparazzi waiting outside my house. You know, I kind of keep a low profile. I'm not going to be someone that I can't walk out of my house and go down the street and buy groceries. I don't want to be like that. I want to have my privacy. So I kind of know what I'm doing.
So if you see Amber pushing a cart through the frozen food section of your local grocery, be warned. Stare directly into her eyes at your own risk. She may claim to be mortal.
I don't pretend to be anything I'm not.
But we won't vouch for it.
That's it. That's all I can be.
One of the things Amber's been working on is to make a special effort to raise money for breast cancer research, something that's special to her since the disease claimed her grandmother. Coming Coming up, we've got a preview of a record-breaking cycling trip that ended in tragedy and triumph.
Claritin.
You've got to ask your doctor about Claritin.
I did. You should too.
I will. Everybody should. It's a great choice for me.
It's time you experienced Claritin. Ask your doctor about a prescription and call 1-800-Claritin.
Until I saw my doctor, I had no idea what Claritin was.
Clear days and nights are here. Call 1-800-Claritin. Is that clear?
Perfectly.
Ask your doctor today about switching to Claritin and call 1-800-Claritin for a $5 coupon and free information.
Spectracide grass and weed killer works in 24 hours. The other brand takes a little longer. Actually, a lot longer. Spectracide works in hours, not days. That's why weeds can't hide from Spectracide.
This is where we talk girl talk.
This is where I let my hair down.
This is where we put our feet up. This is where we like to shop.
Pier 1.
Pier 1. Pier 1. Come find the look that's right for you at Pier 1 Imports.
Mom's on the phone. She'll be home late. Cheese to the rescue. Make it chicken cheddar grill. Chicken cheddar salsa too. Cheese again. They love it. Ooh. Cheese to the rescue. Cheese.
He's your best friend, but he's also killing your back. When back pain hits hard, get Dones. Dones is effective back pain medicine. It relieves the pain no matter where it hurts. Dones, the back pain medicine.
Important message for Arkansans under age 65.
I just heard that I can get health insurance from Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield for just $65.96 a month. What kind of protection can you give me for just $65.96?
This guy, our new Unique Care Blue Plan covers hospitalization and surgery, doctor visits and outpatient care, x-rays and lab tests, even prescription drugs. In most cases, there's no paperwork. Your claims are filed automatically. Plus, Unique Care Blue is backed by the strength and stability of Arkansas Blue Cross and Blue Shield, all for as little as $65.96 a month. Any questions?
Yeah. How can I learn more about Unique Care Blue?
Just call that toll-free number for free information.
Call toll-free 1-800-352-4818 for free information. That's 1-800-352-4818. Call now.
I love things that sparkle. I crave sweet things. My taste is simple too. I like rich stuff.
My taste is very sophisticated. We may be different. We're all equal.
Time now for a look at what's on the next Inside Edition.
Two friends, one challenge, 16,000 miles on a bike until a horrible twist of fate.
I felt my neck break, fell backwards off the bike.
See how one journey changed two lives forever. Plus, you've seen the movies, you've heard the stories. Is Jack Nicholson as wild as they say?
It has a little bit of a malicious or evil streak in him.
Get the inside story.
That and lots more when you join us tomorrow. And that is Inside Edition for today. I'm Deborah Norville. Thank you for watching. We'll see you right here next time.
Channel 7 News. We'll show you how to get around washed out roads and bridges and tell you why the worst may be yet to come on Live at 5. From the Sony Pictures Studio, this is Jeopardy! Now in the studio are today's contestants, a writer and editor from Hong.
569-8485 outside the Little Rock area, 1-800-95...
to their far-out philosophy, a diary that ends with their recipe for death. The Doomsday Diary is a simple stenographer's pad, page after handwritten page, of plans for their imminent death. The entries are spine-tingling. Thursday, January 30th of this year, pinpoints exactly when they would take their lives. Exit day is March 23rd. We'll stay in this craft, unquote, referring to the spacecraft the cult members believed was trailing the Hale-Bopp comet. Their bodies were found on March 26th.
These diaries provide a great insight into the thinking process of at least one or two people who were members of the group and the kind of methodical way out living.
In their own words, we find out why they went to such an extreme and their justification for suicide. First entry, May 1st, 1990. Anyone should have to take own life. If we don't get help pretty soon, just do it on our own. Just do it. Maybe that explains the Nike sneakers.
They're obviously reading UFO literature.
Dr. Gordon Martin Melton is a cult expert fascinated with this journal. He specializes in non-conventional religions as director of the Institute for the Study of American Religion in Santa Barbara, California. He's been following the Heaven's Gate cult for more than 25 years.
They think of themselves as different beings. They're not really humans like the rest of us. They are people who come here and lived an incognito existence.
September 27th of last year, we are from the world that made this one. May 14th, Salt Lake City. Our only interest is to get out of the human kingdom because we have learned all the lessons the human kingdom has to offer. May 17th, rescue team approach. Species advancement requires shedding human body. For us to shed vehicle, meaning their body, is totally opposite of someone committing suicide. It's a final act of trust. For us, the trust has proven itself.
We wish you could see it as we see it. We wouldn't trade it for anything. But we're not trying to sell it. I guess we are. Because it means so much to us.
And Marshall Applewhite, or Doe as he was called, is who they put their trust in, along with his former partner Bonnie Lou, known as T. The diary refers to Doe as a guide. We want to be with T and Doe only. And proof that Doe had some sort of mind control over them is in a June 96 entry. We don't have thoughts. We get them from sources.